So back in mission control, new set of contracts. Since completing that, we've got first communication satellite, which I'm going to join together with creating a quick. I'm going to do the 4 satellite network for remote tech. Well, not just yet. Atmospheric analysis satellite, which I will bring together to a weather satellite contract, which may appear in historical progression. It was called Tyros, which is the first weather satellite. I'd be surprised if that's not included in the historical progression pack. I'll be very surprised. So I'll wait for that. And obviously that was Poppy 1. I'm not going to do any of the accrued stuff just yet. Lunar Orbiter, Lunar Impactor, Lunar Flyby. Got a year to actually complete 365, but I'll use the Semyorka. I know full well I'll have plenty. I'll also have plenty of stability as well. Because the early avionics, as you saw, aren't very stable when it comes to single a single jet thrust to actually sit on. It's a bit like riding a unicycle. Look at the two boosters the other side should have sort of stabilised it, but not on the pitch axis, only on roll. Not roll, on yaw. Yaw axis was stable, but pitch wasn't. So we've got Luna 1. Launch Luna 1 into a flyby of Luna 1 Moon. Launch Luna 1 into a flyby of. Flyby of what? Escape to a solar orbit. So it doesn't actually mention the moon. So we don't have to go to the moon, we just have to generate enough delta V to escape Earth orbit and lunar orbit. So we just need to fly past and exceed the orbit of the moon. So it's during the second 1959 historically. Luna 1, also known as Mecta, was the first satellite to reach the vicinity of the Earth's moon, and the first spacecraft to be placed in a heliocentric orbit. Intended as an impactor, Luna 1 was launched as part of the lunar program in 1959. However, due to an incorrectly timed upper stage burn during its launch, it missed the moon, in the process becoming the first spacecraft to leave geocentric orbit. So heliocentric basically means you're an independent orbit of the sun. You're not orbiting any moons or anything like that. And obviously you're still under the influence of certain gravitational fields. Maybe sort of as it flies past another planet, you know, like, well, not past, but close to the orbit of another planet, and it sort of could sort of deflect its gravitational to such an extent it could sort of modify its orbital path. But for all intents and purposes, it's in a different orbit to any other planet. So it's called heliocentric. Geocentric is obviously exactly what it sounds like. It means you are orbiting a planet or another body. So it is geocentric, same as geophysical or geostationary. I think I'll take that. I think the Semyorka, the R7, can generate enough delta V to get a little satellite. If I can put a second stage on that core booster on the actual sustainer stage, don't have to be much. I think we'll try that. So historically that's January the 2nd, 1959. As long as I beat that, I'll be happy. And we've got Explorer 6. So Explorer 6 RS2 is was an American satellite. It was a, oh yeah, we know all that. It was a small spheroidal satellite designed to study trapped radiation in various energies, galactic cosmic rays, geomagnetism, radio propagation in the upper atmosphere, and the flux of micrometeorites. It also tested a scanning device designed for photographing the Earth's cloud cover and transmitted the first pictures of Earth from orbit. Again, no time limit. So it's August the 7th, 1959. So that's towards the latter half of 1959, after lunar. So we've got to launch the Explorer 6 probe into orbit, which is obvious, unmanned and complete. Reach orbit with a minimum periapsis of 250 kilometers. And transmit science data from orbit around Earth. So for that we get 254,040, and the same amount if we complete it, so that's twice the amount again. So we get plenty of advance. 10 research, 10 science, and 5 reputation, and we only lose if we do not complete. We only lose the amount we've got already. So I think that's good. We will go with that. 410 kilometers. I've got to get 250. I've got to get plenty with a lunar one anyway, so I'm going to take that. So we've got 3 contracts, 1 significant and 2 trivial. It's got lunar flyby here. Yeah, that's a little bit more specific. We've got to fly by the moon within 5,000 kilometers. I mean, it's doable. It's doing what we've actually got right now, I believe. I hope so. But I'm going to need RSS to be able to bring that actually a little bit more, because obviously it's quite it's a bit rough. You're on full throttle, you cut those modes out early or a little bit late, you're either going to hit the moon or be slightly short of it, or you're going to completely overshoot it. So you need something that you can use for tiny amounts of velocity change and attitude change as well, just to bring it down to below 5,000 kilometers. So I'm not sure about it. We'll try that, but we're not going to take the contract just yet. Although, I'm asking you, Gene. You're saying I should? I don't think so, man. No, I don't think so. You might. You know what you're doing. I haven't got a clue. First comm satellite, Sonic Rocket High, blah blah blah. I'm not going to push any further. I've got 3 contracts already. I've got Lunar 1. Yep, which has absolutely no time limit. Sonic Rocket's got 90 days, but that's nothing. I've got Explorer 6, 250 kilometers. That should be easy to do. 250 kilometers. I don't even need that second sort of minimum periapsis though. That's the thing about that, a minimum periapsis. Okay, let's head back to the VA beat and put something together. Okay, so I think from now on, to avoid any problems with stabilities for the time being, I'm going to be using this, or at least some derivative of it, a 4 booster, 4 lateral booster launcher, or some sort of derivative of this. Might be the sort of classic Semyorka look, but you're gonna give me that or not? So you're just gonna give me one at a time? Is that what it is? Give me one at a time, are you? Crikey. I already have the Semyorka in the substructures, sub-assemblies. Basic Semyorka launcher, but I'll stick with this for the, but mess around. Seems to be a lot. But that's fine, that's fine. Alright. It's okay. We can handle it. So I'm going to do... No, I'm not. Oh my god, no. That's a bit excessive. So procedural batteries, I want to put 6. I'll put 6 procedural batteries on it. Hopefully we can just shape these. Alright, don't do that then. Oh yeah, great. Yeah, it's attached itself like that. Why don't you? No. Alright. I'll settle for that then. So I'm going to have to... Shape is something that... no. Fill it, I want it to be a little bit more than that. No, either way. No. I'll leave them. Bring the diameter down instead. Blue side. Gold foil. 10,432. So as it says 6,968 on the actual info panel then. $6,968 electric charge. What's this? Doesn't say anything, does it? No. This is 10,000 and, well, 1,000. 1,000, not 10,000. So, I'm going to bring the length down just a little bit. Put that to smooth. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Start messing things around. Oh well, at least the avionics is still okay. That's not that don't need messing around. But I do need to put the RCS. Do I put RCS on the bottom stage? Bottom section of it? Pointing this way? Isn't as in a plus formation or... No, I think I'll put some on the nose. Whoa. It's a bit daft. So we'll put some more on the nose. We'll take a huge sort of thruster. Alright, so why is this not orientating properly again? Alright, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be awkward anyway, but... I had a feeling it's going to be awkward with me. Got to have the RCS thrusters have to be in the clear. They can't be sort of caught behind somewhere. Can you tweet scale? What is it at? It's only at 2 kilos. Oh, good grief, I've got the... Oh, I've got the mass problem again. It's got to be at least 1 kilo. There we go. Down to 60%. 62. No, it's at 0. 63. 1 kilo. Excellent. I'll put rigid attachment on as well. We'll do the... I'll watch this one, see when it's in line. That wasn't too clever, was it? No, it's the only problem with RCS. You cannot have it behind, or any of those thrusters, any of those nozzles caught behind something like a solar panel or any other structure. It's going to cut the pad down to next to nothing. It's the only awkward thing about having things like that. That's overkill. 6.9. Oh, crikey, that is massively overkill. Well, it's one thing I could definitely get plenty of... Crikey, no, that's ridiculous. And that is ridiculously small. And there's no tweak scale settings for it, so there's nothing I can do. But it's just one of those things. There's got to be something better I can use. It doesn't look like there is. Wait, that's exactly the same. I've gone so small. I've got no actual structure. No structural parts to really use with them. But those thrusters are tiny. If it wasn't for the need to have solar panels, I won't need the thrusters. No, never mind. Set these up. Use helium. Enabled, disabled staging. Oh, decoy gas, that's fine. They're all enabled. Alright. Just need to attach some antennas. I'll say some. In the same way. I said the other ones before. Although I can't do that, can I? Because the battery's going to be interfered with. So I'll do them in pairs. Cross nut. Oh, crikey. That's going to be painful, isn't it? No. No, 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 no. That's going to cause instability. Give me the things then. Mass on that is 3 kilos. Mass on that is 1 kilo. Mass on these is 1 kilo. 3 kilos. 124. That's fine. What the devil? I never asked it to do 6. What's on air 6 doing? Isn't there supposed to be a node there? Supposed to be an attachment node there. So why are you using it? I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, there we go. What the devil? I don't want it there. There we go. Good grief. So what's the range on this? 4 million meters. We'll have to check it. We'll have to test it. That's all there is to it. I should be able to control it enough from the very sort of start. So early on. Should be fairly early on. Pretty fairly on. So I might need some ullage. So we'll have to wait to so I know how to get rid of that now. Just go back in and you come back out. Oh, 12 days, 10 hours, 7 minutes and 58 seconds. So now I've got to figure where of how to package this up why are you not attaching? No, you're gonna be awkward, are you? Oh, Christ, okay, that's a bit too. That's a bit too big. That. Oh, that's a bit. Oh, blimey. 533 kilos just for the fairing. Must be crazy. Thank you. You're gonna attack like this here. No, that's just stupid. Half a ton for a fairing? You'll be kidding me. Interstage shell. Don't interstage bay. It's not an interstage bay, it's a fairing base. Interstage petal. Oh, great, that's huge. I don't need anything that size. Expanded fairing base. Might fit just inside that. Oh, then again, it might not. Come on, let me take a look. That's not bad. Doesn't look fantastic because obviously it's not bad. quite snug actually. That's not bad at all. It's actually a little bit too small. If anything, this is overkill. Way overkill. It's 3,874 in funds. So I could bring this down. Could definitely bring that down. $294 versus 297 point. Yeah, that's fine. Just needs a little bit of a tweak on the avionics package. So I've got. Are you going to give me that or not? Thank you. Sometime this year. Give me 11,504 though. It's not going to be fantastic on a Delta V. But we do need a second stage anyway. This is just to. Yeah, that's too much. It's a heck of a jump, isn't it? You let me. Whoa, that is just. That is overkill. It would help if it didn't keep pause every few seconds. That's what exacerbates the entire sort of process of putting something together. Yeah, I think I'm going to. So I can't do that. That is just stupid. But what I can do, I can put something underneath, like a procedural decoupler. I could put some on it actually. That would be acceptable. I think L91 decoupler. Titan decoupler. No. I could use that, I suppose. Upside down. That isn't the actual RSS thruster it's gone to, I hope. Yes, it is. Oh, Jesus. Give me the thing. Oh, no, give me the thing back. There we go. Don't want to crush the RCS thruster, that would just be a bit silly. Come on. Thank you. It's on this weak, if you don't mind. That is actually inside the blue line. But it doesn't matter, it's going to have to be increased in size anyway. $2 meters. Insufficient avionic. Well, yeah, because I haven't detached it yet. Well, actually detached though. Yes, well, of course it will. Actually, no, we're not. Yeah, we should attach from the. Yeah, that's fine. Thinking out loud. Go on. Oh, of course, this actual lower section. Down size to match core tank. Come on, give me the size. Another thing knocks it over. Good grief. What is this? It's 2.45. Stop doing that. 2.45. Jesus. Right. That looks weird. Well, the fairing, I'm talking about the actual purple doesn't look too bad. But the fairing looks a bit weird. We still need a little bit more. Thank you. You can actually. There we go. Booster. Come on, give me the thing. Give me it. Thank you. 294.768. The only thing is, by the time this gets off the pad, I actually need to be able to use the actual remote tech to rotate it, roll it into position, and then pitch. It should have lost a couple of tons by then anyway. That's my thinking anyway. 13,000. That's the solar panels. So it's 11,417 as far as Delta V is concerned, but that's not enough to reach the moon. So what do? Do we do a build assist module? Do we do a second stage? I think I'm going to need the second stage. So I'm going to have this so it matches up. At least one of these needs to be slightly longer. You can actually see the percentage is at. Percent utilisation 89.3%. So if I so what actually is it? What is it at? So when using multiple avionics cores, you can't actually tell. You can't actually tell what the combined. Oh, never mind. We can always figure that out. So I need a second stage point together. So I'm not going to bore you to death. I've already bored you to death for ages, just showing you how to do this. But yeah, so that's something to know if you actually want to try playing this. It's just check the mass of these. It's the only thing that could possibly cause that instability, apart from a lack of control authority, which could be it with remote tech. But I'm thinking it could be this causing problems. The ST1 and the FARs are both at zero mass. Zero mass parts are a bad thing. Right, so I'm going to get on to a second stage of this. I should have enough lift capacity. And that's 0.33, but I see like that's that like before. I won't show you. 0.84. That's with the full tank. Bring that tank down. For this tank should be empty. This tank will be about half. Yeah, just 1.07, but it makes no difference. Once you get out the Earth's atmosphere and you're pushing laterally, you don't need a great deal. You don't need 1 for 1 or anything higher. So that's not bad. Let me fill this up. Are you going to let me fill it up? Come on. Okay, so I'm going to put a second stage on this, probably with this motor. Where is it? Where is it? Not that one. Yep, there we go. This one. The R105. So the 105 or the 109. That's got fuel dumps. So it's got fuel sump pipes here. That's to create ullage. It's not just ullage, it's only got one ignition, but that's fine because we've got one ignition. So okay, so we can provide ullage with the motor without having to have the ullage decoupler plate as we was using before. So that's okay. Nothing against the ullage stage, but you know, it's less complicated if you don't need to actually do that. So I may need to shrink this back down. But it would probably be a better idea to actually shrink this back down. The fairing base to about. You let me have that. Let me have this back. Come on. Oh, you are joking. How awkward. Come on, 1.5 meters. 1.5 meters just so it covers it nicely. Thank you. 3 hours later. Wunderbar. Bloody hell. Good grief. Okay, so I need to. Second stage. Do I need to stage plate that's actually going to reduce the diameter? And that should be it. Let's save that. Right, second stage. Okay, so this is, well, my version of Luna 1. First attempt to get something near the moon, or at least towards the moon. So right now with all this weight on it, right now with this particular mass, it's 15,175 meters per second. 4 minutes and 3.4 seconds on top of both of these stages together. So the motor in here. The RD0105 has a 7 minutes and 20 second burn time. I had to use the interstage decoupler with its motors. I've put them in retro so they're actually inverted. So they'll push this away. So they should decouple from me. I've enabled top decoupling and disabled bottom decoupling. So this should push this main stage away from this. So I've got plenty of clearance. Under here, which you will see. Tell you what. See, it won't let me. I've got a tank, just a generic lander tank, but it's filled with helium, and I've got some RCS thrusters, some linear RCS thrusters. So if they're at the bottom, they should help exactly the same way as the previous launcher, the Atlas. The top section of the Atlas, so I was able to place some of these, and I was able to alter the attitude. So I'm thinking if it's on the underside of the tank, it'll do exactly the same thing. I thought it'd be easier to place them there, where the other engine is. So obviously this is a fuel dump. Just to create ullage, and also attitude as well. You can also run these without igniting them. So effectively you can run for as long as you need to. As long as you've got fuel in the tank, it will help you create ullage. A little bit of sort of velocity adjustment and some attitude adjustment, just in case the thrusters don't work properly. They should do. I've used them already. Seems to be quite reliable. Everything else is the 4 booster derivative of the R7. There is absolutely no difference. There's no updates, there's no upgrades or updates for any of these engines. I have the chutes on exactly the same way as I had before. And if you have this problem, there's nothing happening now. That's weird. No, you go into stage, yeah, that's fine. That's the actual payload itself. That's actually Luna 1's activation of its own antenna. That's fine. That's weird. Oh, that's right. I've accidentally put this into the actual communitron, the antenna on the payload, into here. Now, remember last time, once you put something in here, you try taking it out, it still stays in there. So I thought, well, I'll put deactivate instead then. So I'll switch on to deactivate. Hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't, we'll know what goes wrong. We know what will go wrong. Then on number 2 it'll activate. On that, avionics package. I'm going to click on one of these. Where is it? Range safety. So 0 will be range safety. There's no need to do the ullage because I don't need ullage. Alright, so a little bit more expensive, but they're all set up correctly. The chutes are correctly set up. Not changed any of that. So I've got decouple of the laterally attached boosters. Then we have top decouple, and it should also fire these at the same time. It should do. Just give me a second. What the devil? Oh, thank you. So got toggle auto decouple label dates. As I it should just fire those straight away. It should do. If I can actually see it. There we go. Rigid attachment is off. Auto decouple false. We don't want it to auto decouple from the bottom section. That just doesn't make sense at all. But where is? So that's disabled. So bottom DC decoupled staging is disabled. Toggle auto decouple. Auto decouple is false. For engines, that's already done. Disable top DC. So DC staging is actually enabled. That's weird though. I'm pretty sure there should be some sort of auto ullage. There should be some sort of auto ullage setting on that, but obviously not. And the reason why I've done it like this is because I'm limited to 2 meters across in diameter right now. I can't go beyond, as you can see there, diameter 2 meters, maximum the green bar is full. That's how much I click on that, makes no difference. I'm also limited to 2 meters on the avionics, I think, as well. Because I'm still limited, so unfortunately that's how it works. This is configured as an upper stage. SS level 3. So that can automatically follow without having to mess around with remote tech. It can follow a node, a maneuver node. Okay, so with all that linked together, let's decouple. That is the main engine for the second stage. That should also include ullage, but it may not. So it may be a question, maybe a case of taking a look at that and just seeing if it actually ignites on the throttle when you have to actually activate something. But I might be, actually, I might take a look at that right now. Jettison shroud. Tool engine, activate engine. Yeah, we've got 2 sets of engines. So I might have to right click and activate whichever engine I think I can activate. If it's the wrong one, so that's the problem, you just don't know. But I suppose you put full throttle on without activating that engine. I'd have to take a look at that. If I put activate engine and it's the wrong one, it's not the fuel dumps, I'm going to assume it's the top one in the list when I right click on it. I'm going to have a look at that, because it might be the wrong one. Could be a problem. There's just lack of information there. Okay, so the payload is exactly as I showed you before. It's the 6 procedural. Thank you, at last. It's the 6 procedural battery packs. Gives it several thousand electric charge. The solar panels can only sort of assist to keep those full. If this starts using too much electric charge, then there's not much you can do about it, because I can't increase the size of the solar panels on that. So we have the RSS on the arms. It's pretty basic. You know, the thruster underneath, just so I can adjust it. Although technically I don't actually need that now. But I'll leave it in its place. I can always turn it off. Yeah, I can always disable it if it's not something I actually need. It will activate on the throttle from what I can remember. So okay, so that is the first lunar mission, or the attempted lunar mission anyway. So I'm going to attempt to come close to the moon. I shouldn't be too short, if at all, in Delta V. That's the fairing, and that's the actual decoupler. Shoots up there because I don't want it to interfere with the staging. It'll take 47 days, 17 hours, 10 minutes and 50 seconds, and 14,579 in funds. That's exactly what I mean. There's a massive jump in funds required. Not to mention time. So I've got 36 days, 7 hours, 58 minutes and 55 seconds because I'm using these boosters and the tanks. So that's good. Okay, so I'm going to build this. You can accept it as a build. Oh, thank you. At last. Phew. It's been rather hard slog the last few missions. I'm almost convinced, I'm almost 100% convinced that those solar panels, because they have zero mass, I had to tweak them, I had to increase them in scale slightly, so you had 1 kilo. I'm almost certain that's what was been causing a problem with the Atlas launcher, but I've deleted the Atlas launcher now, so I can always put it back together if I want to. Well, like I said, naturally these are more stable because they've got the laterally attached boosters on each, effectively on the plus sort of configuration, so they're going to be naturally more stable, which helps because we've only got very basic avionics still. Alright, so set out, build it, roll it out, head to the launch pad.